We're headed to get comfortable with Anise Hyssop. It happens to live on the far end of the bee garden. Can you see it from here? Take a moment to note everything you see and hear. This is the larger area of Anise Hyssop's ecosystem. In a moment, we'll start to move closer. When we do, I want you to take note of the other plants, animals, insects, or anything else you see or hear. When standing here, we can see a closer view of Anise Hyssop. Today it happens to be about 80 degrees, feels like about 91 in the sun, 81 in the shade. We don't have any breezes or anything. It's a beautiful late spring day. Listen for a moment. What do you hear? What do you see? Are there other plants near the Anise Hyssop? Is she touching anything? What about her roots? Are her roots touching anything else? What kind of light does it get in here? How might the water flow through here when it's watered or rains? Is it protected from the winds? What animals or insects might live around here? Now we are right here with the Anise Hyssop. Take a moment and really look at the whole plant. Notice every little detail you can. Let's start our closer look with the stem. Is it woody or soft? Is it round or square? What shape is it? Does it have any markings? Now we're going to zoom in even closer to this stem. Now that we're taking a closer look at the stem, can you see any grooves or markings or ridges or lines? Take a moment to just notice everything you can about this stem. Now let's move out to the leaf arrangement. How are the leaves of the Anise Hyssop arranged? Do they alternate? Are they across from one another? Are there only leaves at the top of the plant? The bottom of the plant? Throughout the plant? How do they come off the stems? Are there any signs of animals or insects that have been through here? Now we're going to come over and zoom in on just one leaf. Okay, now we're zoomed in on just one leaf. Take a close look at it. How are the edges of this leaf? Are they sawtooth, jagged, smooth? Are there veins? Are they deep or shallow? Are they valleyed? Are they embossed? Know everything you can about the leaf. I'll turn it over for you so that you can see the back side. How do do you think they feel? If you know if they're safe to taste, how do you think they taste? Looking at the flower arrangement, how are the flowers arranged on the stem? Is there just one flower per stem? Lots of flowers per stem? Do they alternate? They grow in clumps so that there's a bunch of little flowers that look like one flower? Are there any signs of animals or insects when looking at the flower arrangement? Now we are zoomed in for a close-up of the flower of the Anise Hyssop. How are these flowers? Do they have petals? Take note of everything you see. How many stamens are there? How does this flower grow? We'll also look at one that's not quite as open as this one in just a second. Okay, this flower is also on the Anise Hyssop. It's just not quite as open as the last one we were just examining. Take note of everything you can. How do you think this flower feels? If it's safe to eat, how do you think it might taste? How do you think it might smell? I can tell you it's got a very unique smell that I'm not even sure how to describe. And it feels nice and fuzzy, the flowers do. Yeah, I want you to pick a part of the Anise Hyssop to just put all of your attention into. Seriously concentrate. Kind of just meditate with it. Let your mind drift with the Anise Hyssop. What can you do for Anise Hyssop? What can it do for you? If you closed your eyes, slowly open them and bring yourself back to your surroundings. Now we'll zoom out so that you can see the whole plant again. And now we're going to take a moment and draw Anise Hyssop from memory. Draw this plant in your mind or on paper from the ground up, including every detail you can remember. If you forgot something, it's okay. Just move on. You can come back to it later. If you need more time, please pause the video now. Now looking back at the Anise Hyssop, note any detail that you missed in your drawing. Feel free to rewind this video as many times as you need until you feel comfortable with Anise Hyssop. That concludes our Get Comfortable with Anise Hyssop. I highly recommend that you do this with the plants in your yard. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Till then, take care.